My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of Jail number 2. And I wasn't going to watch this movie because I don't really like Clint Eastwood as a director. But the premise to this movie is so good, so I figured I'd give it a shot, and I'm glad I did because this is a damn solid movie. So let's begin by talking about the cast. And Nicholas Hoult is so underrated, and he's very good here. Like, his struggle within this movie is strictly internal, and I thought he showcased that so incredibly well. And I like how he's likable, but you can still tell that he's a flawed person, and that is essential to this movie. Toni Collette, I thought, did a pretty good job. She has more to do in the second half, but she is very believable throughout. And then J.K. Simmons, who, if you know me, you know he is one of my favorite actors, and he just brings so much personality, and I just thought he really stood out. I do wish he was in the second half of this movie, but he is still a highlight. Zoe Dutch, I thought, did a perfectly fine job, and Kiefer Sutherland does a pretty decent job, despite being only in 2 or 3 scenes, but he's still fine. So the cast is very good, but it's the story that makes this movie as good as it is. I don't want to give anything away, but the premise is really fantastic, and I was engaged throughout. I kept thinking to myself, what's going to happen? What's he going to do? How is he going to get out of this? And I was captivated the entire time. And it's one of those movies that gets you asking, what would you do in this situation? And what should you do? And is one's character based solely on their actions? Is that how they should be judged? And there's just so much more complexity to everything going on, and there's no easy answers. And I just liked how the story has depth, the characters have depth, and it's just very tough. And I thought the ending was quite effective. I also love how this movie uses empathy. I love how this movie looks at the justice system, and even how people are selected for jury duty. How some people don't really want to be there, and how that can determine the outcome of someone's life. So there is so much to love about this movie, but I do got a few issues. The first one is, this movie isn't too long, like it's just under 2 hours. I feel like it could have been tightened up by like 5, maybe 10 minutes. There's also 3 scenes, I believe, where Nicholas Hoult is clumsy. And these moments just took me out. These are the not subtle moments of this movie, and they just didn't feel believable. And then my last issue is the filmmaking isn't bad. It's well directed, it's well edited, it's well shot. There's just nothing exceptional about the craft of this movie. But that said, Clint Eastwood is 93, so I feel like it's fair to cut him some slack. And the movie is still engaging, so it's not really that big of an issue. But yeah, like I really liked this. Um, this is a movie I can see myself recommending to my parents and my grandparents. It's a very engaging movie with lots of depth, lots of complexity, and it's a movie I think I'm going to be thinking about for a while. So I'll give Jaw number 2 a 7.5 out of 10. Warner Brothers did this movie so dirty. Like, it's really good, and it's Clint Eastwood's last movie, and you just throw it into a few theaters without any real marketing. Fucking bullshit. But Jail number 2, what did you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos soon. And Gavin out.